I'm not dead, everybody. I am not dead. Um, I've been very busy because nature has thrown me a bit of a curveball. I had hoped to do a lot of photographing of archaeological and historical sites over the coming spring, but I thought I was going to have until at least mid-April before it got really warm out and things would start to bloom and begin to obscure certain things. Uh, that has not happened, needless to say. In fact, everything is very quick. It's summer. It's summer where I'm at, period. It was 86 degrees yesterday. Everything is blooming, and everything is going to be very quickly obscured. So I have been scrambling as much as humanly possible to try and get as much photographed as humanly possible before it is no longer visible and completely obscured. And I know that I'm not going to get everything done that I wanted to get done. I still have sight to photograph. I haven't made it to Mound City. I haven't even made it to Pollock yet. So, and I wanted to photograph a couple of ghost towns, Marl City, Santoy, New Straitsville, all these places I wanted to go and hit before it got to the point where you couldn't see anything anymore. That's not happened. I've never seen anything like this, to be honest with you. And it's not just, it doesn't seem like it's just a matter of a warm snap. Yesterday on the bike path, I encountered a snapping turtle migrating into rushing water for the summer. Now, normally snappers you don't usually see them start to get on the move until about May. But they're already on the move. There were 50 painted turtles out on the logs sunning themselves. There are frogs everywhere. This is weird. It's not normal, and frankly, I think it's a little bit of what we have in store for us in the coming years in terms of climate change. However, let us move on. I am aware of the idiotic Heruka video, and it's pure and total tosh. There is no way to correlate happiness with what they're talking about. The countries she names, such as Denmark and as Wachter and the other young lady here, will show you in the videos that will be linked in the low bar of this video. This is thanks to TruePooka. He actually did this original video. They're talking about they live in Daneland, so they should know. They talk about all the things they have taken care of for them, health care, college. That certainly is going to contribute to the happiness of a country, and as they very much point out, there are plenty of minorities in those countries. What we're talking about here, and I can't stress this enough, folks, you're talking about a group of nut jobs, a bunch of dumbasses who don't understand the very information that they're espousing. It's nothing more than a smokescreen. It's nothing more than bullshit. There is no way to tell from that study that this has to do with homogeneity of a national unit. In fact, in some place like Spain, even where you could say that they are fairly homogeneous, there are plenty of Spaniards who hate other Spaniards. Let's put it that way. Barcelonans hate people from Castile. The Castilians hate the people of the Basque region and of Catalonia. There's long-standing animosity, not just because of Franco, but because of old-standing problems from days gone by. Andalusians are not too fond of Toledans. The people of Seville of Sevilla are not real fond of people in Granada. That goes back to when the Moors controlled that area. This idea that the happiness of the country depends on the homogeneity of the people involved is insane. Ask Galicians in Spain what they think about the rest of Spanish. They don't even speak Spanish in Galicia. They might do it a little bit more these days since Spain has kind of become more of a unified country. But they used to speak nothing but Gallic in Galicia and Spain. It's where the city of Numancia and La Coruña and Vigo, all these, and Malaga, these are places that were all encompassing in Galicia. It's the same thing in the Basque region. It's the same thing in the Catalonian region where they used to speak Catalan. And they speak the Basque dialects in places like Bilbao and San Sebastian. This is bullshit. And only people who don't understand what Europe is really like can say this. Remember when I talked about there being different dialects in Italy alone? My teacher, she was an opera singer. She learned mostly Roman because that's where she lived for 4 years when she was studying opera. So I have a little bit better understanding of Roman dialect, but I can speak general Italian. The Italian spoken in Umbria is different from the Italian spoken in Rome. The Italian spoken in Tuscany is different than that spoken in Umbria. The Italian spoken in Lombardo and in Torino is different than that which you would see spoken in Messina or Syracuse, or in the south towards Crotone and Taranto, and those people are different. In fact, up until the 50s, they still spoke Greek in parts of southern Italy. It used to be Magna Graeca. This is pure and total bullshit. People in the north of Greece look down on people in the south and the Peloponnese. They consider them hicks in many cases. What? But it's just another smokescreen crock of shit. It is yet more distraction being thrown up to distract us from the real situation here. And that is what I'm going to address right now. From now on, people need to start hammering away at these people with the information we have available. And that is going to kick off what I'm going to be doing next, in addition to a few other videos that I am working on, some replies. One video that's frankly just going to be fucking hilarious, I hope, that people will find funny. Regarding Heavy Traffic Heads video, it's kind of a response to that. I hope people will find it amusing. But after that, we're going to do a whole series of video of how to argue with racists. Because if you put forward the information, if we give the information out, we have the information ready for people to use, there's no way they can answer you. They don't understand it, first of all. Two, they don't understand the information from their own side. Just watch any of Libertarian Realist videos and you'll figure that out. He doesn't have a clue about what he's talking about. He just spouts off at the mouth hoping to sound official. But he doesn't know anything. Fringe Elements doesn't know anything. Hair IQ doesn't know anything. Hey Ruka definitely doesn't know anything. None of these people really know anything. You have already won the argument. Everybody, remember that. You've already won the argument. All you have to do is string it together in a coherent fashion and demand they answer the questions put forward. If they can't do it, then you dismiss them. Period. Okay, that being said, part of the reason I've also been fairly incognito is that I've been working on the source material for the Ancient Warfare. I'm going to limit it to Ancient War. We're not going to go into Modern Warfare yet because I have to do a little bit of brushing up on that, especially with modern tactics. I've decided to start out with someone who's himself fought in a modern conflict. Wesley Clark wrote a book about how to wage modern warfare. I'm going to start out with that, and I'm going to proceed from there to other individuals who have fought modern war, hopefully with some people who have written books about the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq, so that we can understand a little bit what's going on there. But we're going to limit our discussion right now to ancient warfare. And let's just put it this way. The Mesopotamian thing is going to take longer than I thought, because I'm actually reading a book by Oppenheimer, which is considered to be one of the better general introductions to Mesopotamian history, and I'm reading the articles that I've acquired, which now stand at 30, 34, 40, something like that. I don't fucking know. And they average about 40 pages per article, so it's going to take me a little bit of time. I'm also trying to finish up the second part of the archaeology video to boot. I didn't intend for it to end up this way. It just sort of happened this way because of circumstance. Like I said, I thought I'd have until at least mid-April before I had to worry about things starting to bloom to where I couldn't see certain sites, certain architecture that can only be revealed as long as there isn't any foliage in the way. And that's pretty much gone out the frickin' window. There's no way I can do all that in just a weekend now. I could barely get anything photographed today. And yeah, traffic is what fucked me up today. Traffic accidents, I should say, is what fucked everything up today. Wonderfully. And I have some videos to watch. I understand in my absence some shit has apparently gone down. I'm going to try and get as caught up as humanly possible. Also, Skeptical Heretic, if you happen to be watching this right now, yes, I will need your help with those tags. I apologize to everybody who has been leaving comments on my channel. I'm getting used to this new format on both channels, the one that's suspended for 2 weeks and the new one. I'm still getting used to the format. I'm still reminding myself to try and check my comments because people are leaving comments and I didn't realize that they've been saying something. So I apologize to everybody. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just a little scatterbrained right now, and I'm having issues with arranging myself in a pattern that'll get me into a regular routine of checking comments to see what people are saying to me and what they need from me. Unfortunately, Sick Mouth, I don't think she realized that I was suspended on the other channel. Left me a message on that channel that I just now got to, and I sent her an email to her today over. She wanted the article that John the Other had written for A Voice for Men, so I sent that to her. I apologize, everybody. This has been a little bit out of sorts for me. I've been a little bit out of sorts lately. But I did want to let everybody know that I am still alive. I do plan on continuing to make videos and things like that. It's just been really, really hectic, so I will leave this where it is right now. Thanks and good night, and fucking climate change is a bitch.